flash frames of inspirations and pain when the noises set in and the world becomes faint. This is canned neat poetry, the kind that I sell on Bandcamp when I've given up on playing shit well. These hi-hats are dust on a vinyl slowing down until it amounts to a groaning, breaking out into these horrific red welts because death inspires me like it inspires something else. Whoops. Looks like I'll be hitting the blogs. My soul is strong, I'll be there before long. And by strong I mean rich, and by soul I mean dad. Residual checks from back when he bought a cab service in New York before it took off, and millions of lazy pricks went and bought. Cause one day I'll break this ironic charade, but I won't say when. I break down the facade, and for the homies in the booklet who can't see this rhyme, I fashionably mispronounce the words that you've mined. And furthermore, things no one will see, one is myself, untouched from parody of some hope that I've had when I'm on a positive end when my mind's like an ion. I look at my sunglass figure in the mirror, make air guns, and tell myself I'm a dreamer, hopeless piece of shit, skidding on fumes, fueled by PayPal scraps and packets of legumes. Not nuts, I gave up on that when Trump won. Still can't sleep, rhyming sober's no fun, but I'm not 21, so I mess up my brain with hours of information building up like grenades. Bring the jewel, and kneel at Deborah Cliff and wait for the winds to bring me to better places. I like to say my records always try something new, but really all I'm doing is trying on costumes. I've been Ashworth, James, Lopeton in brief, now I'm a mix of Aesop rock in the streets, but comparing to Aesop, I'm not as verbose, while for streets I'm far too monotone. All these get-ups are a constant scream saying I'll never fit into my favorite scene. See, my beat made of microphone squeaks is my valiant effort to stand out and speak my pointless vision that's still probably been done in 1,000 million different ways and then some. And still, here I am, faking emotional turmoil for the sake of my next tutorial. 85 beats per minute and swearing, wandering through words like a dog on the prairie. My similes belittle me, shrill production tries to save it, and all this masquerade I'll one day find that I made it. That's all rap is, producers in a pissing match to one-up each other while some faggot flaps on it. You don't even know if I believe what I say. I've steeped this in layers of costume fabric and blades you could cut yourself. On this edge I
display, but if it's ironic, that means it's okay. And by the way, have you seen Inception? Make connections to fans with a pop culture reference. Smash that like, because the corporation's dead. Spew forth into the endless free market we've bred. Wait for a commune to grossly take form and become the 1%. Say they'll keep us all warm if we sell our soul, but they're only buying if your mind and body is fit for supplying. Hear that? I'm a smooth jazz waitress, tripping over the lower lip of my braces. I'll try rhyming for more than 2 lines and ace it, even as I run out and it's senseless as aphids. I'm a smooth jazz waitress, tripping over the lower lip of my braces. I'll try rhyming for more than 2 lines and ace it, even as I run out and it's senseless as aphids. I'm a smooth jazz waitress, tripping over the lower lip of my braces. I'll try rhyming for more than 2 lines and ace it, even as I run out and it's senseless as aphids. I'm a smooth jazz waitress, tripping over the lip of my braces. I'll try rhyming for more than 2 lines and ace it, even as I run out and it's senseless as aphids. I'm a smooth jazz waitress, tripping over the lower lip of my braces. I'll try rhyming for more than 2 lines and ace it, even as I run out and it's senseless as aphids. I'm a smooth jazz waitress, tripping over the lower lip of my braces. I'll try rhyming for more than 2 lines and ace it, even as I run out and it's senseless as aphids. I'm a smooth jazz waitress, tripping over the lower lip of my braces. I'll try rhyming for more than 2 lines and ace it, even as I run out and it's senseless as aphids. The renegade of music's arrived to plug all the holes left by those past their time. Only I could have racked this, worthless enough to rush out a project this plucky and rough, to miss as many beats as I so readily do. My costume costs heaps of dignity too, and there's that talking point we last met, winding round in circles of self-references, fourth wall breaks, problematic sentences. Serge Gainsbourg's in my bed and he's gone and done his head in. I can't talk to people when I meet them, and when I do, the conversation ends when I beat them. I like to think I got a lot of enemies in my life, like a fantasy novella full of wars and sexy nights. Bitch, not famous enough for vitriol, expect to reach me. Eradicate the garish petticoat on the road to teach me. What I tried to say is all the feeds that takes fitness. Till Jonathan I could have made the great soundtrack for The Witness. The apple tree is over me, just try to speak in English. Allergic to bros, bad germaphobes and English. I got a lot of things to catch up on to live tomorrow. Round the back I got a pack of cages for the lonely cargo. Beep beep around in time, I'll drop a couple little beats. Think of URL codes while I tread the Newsome beat. Reap what I sow with a thread and crochet. Trains the mind and hands and eyes to do what I say. And by the way, I found out I was an introvert today when my boyfriend dumped me for being too gay. Okay, maybe I sent too many texts, but maybe next time don't leave the updates to the left and edit. Thanks for the gold, kind sir. I'm sure you couldn't have spent it any better. I'm on intercom/Z lower AYGCY capital R.PNG. I'm on intercom/Z lower AYGCY capital R.PNG. I got a lot of things to catch up on to live tomorrow. Round the back I got a pack of cages for the lonely cargo. Beep beep around in time, I'll drop a couple little beats. Thinking you're an codes while I tread the Newsome. I'm on intercom/Z lower AYGCY capital R.PNG. I'm on intercom/Z lower AYGCY capital R.PNG. I got a lot of things to catch up on to live tomorrow. Round the back I got a pack of cages for the lonely cargo. Beep beep around in time, I'll drop a couple little beats. Thinking you're an codes while I tread the Newsome. Intercom/Z lower AYGCY capital R.PNG. I'm on intercom/Z lower AYGCY capital R.PNG. I got a lot of things to catch up on to live tomorrow. Round the back I got a pack of cages for the lonely cargo. Beep beep around in time, I'll drop a couple little beats. Thinking you're an codes while I tread the Newsome. I'm on intercom/Z lower AYGCY capital R.PNG. I'm on intercom/Z lower AYGCY capital R.PNG. I got a lot of things to catch up on with tomorrow. Round the back and packing for the lonely cargo van.
Around the time I'll drop a couple little beats, thinking you're an outpost while I dread the need for me.
Ripping in a detriment about my TBH fam got banned. This time I copied in the pasta. Work around that one. Moderators in it to be faster. This fancy emptiness that I wiggle into every night I can't see. Baby red pilled every second. I'm a big girlfriend. Dirt bag, clerk hack. Been there, done that. When I think of when the sun sets on the internet, that's where the people go. The ones not reading it. The content suffering a widespread atrophy. T for Texas, T for Tennessee. Hero riding for brandy, a witch, a mistress, Ritos, a bar, Trixie flick along a wristy, fisty, splinteristic, cleverest in history, man. How did you come up with that? The rat's ass, it blasted out, looks so bad that the chances all your friends' fastest habit is manly bang, just heckle for habit. That's when I think of when the sun sets on the internet, that's where the people go, the ones not letting it, the content suffering a widespread atrophy. T for Texas, T for Tennessee. This Prager unicorn blacked out. This band of fans of the tradition they plan to stand for a second. I'm mad now. Rembrandt stem peck attack out. This Prager unicorn blacked out. This band of fans of the tradition they plan to stand for a second. I'm mad now. Rembrandt stem peck attack out. This Prager unicorn blacked out. This band of fans of the tradition they plan to stand for a second. I'm mad now. That's when I think of when the sun sets on the internet. That's where the people go, the ones not letting it, the content suffering a widespread atrophy. T for Texas, T for Tennessee.
Say, what is both of infinite value and none? Essential to life but consumed just for fun. Tried and true yet still fast on the move. The potential is only realized by few. Art. It's fucking great, you idiot. Restricting the fair use of clips is insidious. The ones you inspire don't owe you shit. It's your duty to put your art out and evolve it. The right to copy is essential to fairness. Great art was made when your grandparents shared it. Think of when Diana said it's all in your head. How the fifth wave of punk was debatably bred. It wasn't her choice to slow it down and release it for almost no money, yet she still can impeach it. And you, Eardale, really shouldn't care when an artist gets big in ways you deemed unfair. Maybe recontextualizing the past isn't hard enough because obviously music is judged by how tough it is. See where it all comes from. No musician wears no influences on his collarbone. Yet Lenin couldn't foresee Lil Yachty. Art isn't a palm tree, it's beautiful and sprawling. The only excuse for the survival of humanity, inspiration flows chaotically and rapidly. In no case would one put a tax on the air, yet we put needless price tags on the everyman's prayer, on doors to other worlds, on portals to views, new ways to feel. Even if it's obtuse, think deeply about what you wish to do when you keep piracy and supposed plagiarism subdued. What you really want now is for art to slow down. Just consider for a few minutes, let art bring itself to better places. We are higher than the highest star. We are more deadly than the greatest war. We are more frightening than the deepest dark. So stay far from our grotesque and hapless form. We are higher than the highest star. We are more deadly than the greatest war. We are more frightening than the deepest dark. So stay far from our grotesque and hapless form. So what are we but a demo that refuses to cease climbing higher, equipped with our ground-bound blinders? We, with our globalized binding net, more deadly to our ranked-out deriders. We won't stop creating our world more frightening as we keep on evolving. Stay in the loop we've finally ripped from our ancestors fit for embalming. We alone sing the praises of Earth. We're higher when we stick fast together. We alone want a commune that's worth it, more deadly than anything we've seen in forever. We alone can bring culture to its knees, more frightening as the artists grow ever more clever. Stay from our we are higher than the highest star. We are more deadly than the greatest war. We are more frightening than the deepest dark. So stay far from our grotesque and hapless form. So what are we but the ones who will take them aboard, higher in our train of artistic fire? We, the owners of the true population, more deadly like the fronds of passion admired. We will ponder why we deserve to be here, frightening those who deserve to be left and stay inside our glorifications of theft for our own virtuous children to come. So what are we? A life form, a newly made brain grown higher than anyone had sanely known. We, drafted for the midpoint of history, ready to sing, ready to sing. We, ready to cease friendly fire, frightening for those not yet ready to tire. For the rest of the world gave us these things. We all sing, we all sing.
We